Ladies and gentlemen, we have just 1 month left until the release of Season 18, and with it the launch of Arc 3.0. Now, I don't know about you, but I am and was more excited for Arc 3.0 than Solar 3.0. I've always been a thundercrash lover, and Arc needed the tuning more in my opinion. It's always been strong in PvP, but in PvE it doesn't really have much going for it in the endgame. It's all about ad clear and lightning, but it's kinda useless in a GM or a raid unless you're specifically playing Thundercrash. Arc really needs some sort of survivability tool, and I hope we get one with Arc 3.0. In my opinion, some sort of lifesteal option would be cool, like health per hit or health per lightning chain. Maybe small amounts, but that's not nearly as broken as something like restoration. Anyways, let me back off my rant and talk to you today about the pre-Arc 3.0 build that will prepare you for the real Arc 3.0. I called this build the Lord of Sparkles. Yes, it's a Thor reference, as we are the thick Thundercrash Titan tank. As a quick overview of this build, you will get the best primary in the game, doing well over 60,000 damage per shot to enemies, very fast supers, lots of elemental wells that will give you a fast melee, plenty of stacking damage buffs, insane ad clear, some of the best in the game, decent survivability, and the third highest damaging super in the game, behind Blade Barrage and Mobius Quiver. To start off, we are playing, of course, Thundercrash. To give a quick snippet of the tcrash lifestyle, with just Thundercrash, you get Inertia Override, which is a 25% damage buff after sliding over ammo, a melee that does good ad clear with decent damage and gives lots of super energy, and of course, the missile itself. For your grenade, barricade, and jump, that's up to you. I like Flashbang for its utility and recharge rate, Towering Barricade for survivability, and Strafe Lift for speed. Our weapon of choice is going to be Trespasser. Now, I know the rage for Arc 3.0 is Risk Runner and even Trinity Ghoul, but here's my issue with those two weapons. Risk Runner, while definitely being the strongest ad clear option, is inconsistent in its perk proccing as it requires an outside source to activate, besides a lightning grenade, which is inconsistent. And Trinity Ghoul, while being insane, falls off hard in any content where something doesn't die to it in one shot. So I choose Trespasser for its consistent, insanely good damage, good base stats, and just being a good weapon overall. Also, you should use an arc heavy weapon of your choice for the best results. Today, I'm using my Adept Hothead with Explosive Light and Tracking Module. Time for the armor. On our helmet, we are going to be running Hands-On, Harmonic Siphon, and Well of Striking. On our arms, we have Melee Kickstart, and elemental armaments. You can also slap on barrier sidearm if you want. It's useful against champions, but it also helps against mismatched shields. And it will give your Trespasser a couple meters of punch through. This brings us to the exotic, which is Cuirass of the Falling Star. This lets you become a meteor, completely doubling your Thundercrash's damage and giving you an overshield after you land. On this we run Font of Might. On our boots, we have Orbs of Restoration and Melee Wellmaker, and on our mark, we have Radiant Orbs and Bountiful Wells. This brings me to the gameplay loop. You enter a room and ballistic slam some adds. If you get a kill, you will spawn 2 arc wells on top of you. Pick them up, and you will not only have a 25% damage buff for your arc weapons, but you will also have a 25% damage buff for all your weapons with Inertia Override, and you will have about half your melee back already. Proceed to nuke adds and yellow bars with your Trespasser to spawn more wells until your melee is back, then repeat the process. When you come to a boss, Thundercrash it. It will die unless it's a raid or strike or event boss. Then just shoot your rockets afterwards, as you will have an overall 75% damage buff with everything working correctly. If you run into a situation where you are dying, you can pop a barricade, throw your blinding grenade, or you can equip a grenade launcher with blinding grenades like me. These are sadly your only tools of survivability besides having 100 resilience like I do. Anyways, yeah, I've been having a ton of fun with this build, and I cannot wait to see how strong it can be with Arc 3.0, let alone what they do for Hunters. I'm very excited for Hunters next season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and hit the sub button to increase your DPS by 50%. That is proven by science. Also, make sure to check out my socials down below. I stream often on Twitch, and you can stay up to date with me on Twitter. Have a good one, guys. Bye!